Monaco 2 is the latest attempt at bringing stealth into the co-op spotlight, and I say that like it happens all the time. But when I really think about it, I mean, what do we have? Sniper Elite, Origami, sort of the Payday games? I mean, Assassin's Creed Unity gave it a shot, but did they really try there? Point is, co-op stealth games are kind of rare, which means Monaco 2 already has a lot riding on it. And honestly, stealth with multiple players is a tough nut to crack. It's easy to swing too far into chaos or make it so forgiving that it loses all tension. But here's the good news, Monaco 2 pulls it off more often than not. It drops you into a dynamic sandbox full of options, packed with replay value whether you're flying solo or running a full crew of 4. There's a lot going on under the hood to make that work, so let me break down why Monaco 2 might just be for you and your best friends.
Mission success.
Good, dude.
I love the escape music. It's so hype.
It's so hype. We should use some windows to get out of here, honestly. Uh-oh.
That was awkward. That was awkward. Oh, we're going out the old-fashioned way, bro?
Can we fall off this way? Oh my god, we can. What? That's broken.
Follow me, bro. I'm gonna lead us to victory. Get the frick out of here!
Wait, that's literally amazing.
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, Monaco 2 supports up to 4-player co-op, both locally and online. You gotta love that. Right now, it is PC only, so no crossplay, but there is solid shared progression. If you're playing online and not the host, you'll still get credit for completing the missions in your own save. Unless the host is a mission or more ahead of you, in that case, you can still jump in and play ahead of your own progress, but that progression won't carry over, since it would mean skipping missions you haven't done yet. The actual process of joining up is super smooth too, just invite your friends straight from your Steam friends list and you're good to go. So yeah, when it comes to ease of play, Monaco 2 nails it. Now let's talk about the gameplay loop. So yeah, Monaco 2 is a stealth game, shocker, I know, but what sets it apart is how it throws you into stylish isometric levels. Your mission is simple on paper: break into a place, could be a prison, a mansion, or some shady corporate office, grab the goods, and get out. Easy in theory, but in practice, not really at all. Naturally, there's a lot more going on. You've got a solid mix of tools, gadgets, and character abilities to help you get from point A to point we barely made it out alive. At the start of each mission, you choose from 4 characters. There are more than 4 total, but each level locks you to a curated group of options. Characters all move and handle the same, but each one has a unique ability that can really shape your approach. Cosmo, for example, can send her dog Gimlet to distract enemies, and that is a 10 out of 10 good dog move, while Jobby, the friendly robot, can teleport both himself and a teammate a short distance. Throughout each level, you'll collect coins. These boost your final score, but they're also used to buy items on the fly, like a smoke bomb to make a sneaky getaway, or a crossbow to silently knock someone out. Enemies have a fairly narrow field of vision, and as long as you're crouching, which you're going to be doing a lot of, you can usually slip past them unnoticed. But if they do spot you, they'll chase you down and smack you around for a little bit. Thankfully, they don't have much stamina and give up pretty quick, so if you just run far enough and find cover, you're probably going to be fine. If you do lose all your health, you go down, but your teammates have a full minute to revive you. If they make it in time, you're back in the game like nothing happened. If not, you respawn at the last checkpoint, which there are plenty of, but you do lose one of your limited hearts. Run out of hearts and it's mission restart. But if you do pull off the heist and escape, you'll be scored based on how fast you were and how many coins you nabbed. Even if you're not chasing leaderboard glory, it's worth aiming high because higher scores earn you diamonds, and diamonds unlock one equipable upgrade per character. These upgrades do become useful, so yeah, you're gonna want them. You can replay missions to grind for more diamonds, and once you get a silver or above score, you can choose to replay a mission with a slightly different layout, kind of like a roguelike element, which adds more replay value. And yes, there is a story. Each mission kicks off with a little scene featuring like every European accent you can think of. It's colorful, simple, gives just enough narrative to string the missions together. Full-on cutscenes do exist, but they're a bit rare and nothing to write home about. Still, let's be real, you're probably not here for the plot, you're here for the gameplay. They knew that, so let's talk about why Monaco 2 shines in co-op.
Oh, shit, careful.
I think they were fine.
I guess we can't walk in here. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, but then I stole the key and they were like, nah, bro.
I got the girl.
That was so... Dude, that was clutch because you got the girl and I got into the bathroom right as you got her.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Wow.
That's awesome.
For the first few missions, it's kind of smooth sailing. I've talked about this game as if it's super difficult, but you're gonna get in there and be like, what is he talking about? A basic ability and a couple smoke bombs are usually enough to get those jobs done, as long as you're being smart about it. But once you push past those early levels, the difficulty really starts to ramp up. Suddenly you've got spinning lasers that'll spot you instantly, sometimes multiple lasers crisscrossing the same room, some of them even trigger turrets that can take you out in seconds, and then the guards start packing heat with guns or even shotguns that take out chunks of your health. The game starts throwing a lot at you, and the levels get really big, so yeah, it can feel overwhelming at first. But once it clicks that the key is using your character abilities and items together, Monaco 2's co-op really starts to shine. You stop thinking, how do I get through this, and start thinking like a team about how you're all gonna get through it. What if Gabe sends in his dog to distract the guard, while I use the EMP gun to shut down the laser grid, and then, at the perfect timing when everybody's not looking, I slip in and grab the key. Those moments happen all the time, and that's exactly what we wanted Monaco 2 to be when we first saw the premise. Over time, the game transforms into this clever little puzzle box, one that rewards quick thinking and allows for real skill expression. And it's not just about using your character's ability at the right moment, there are some really thoughtful touches that help you coordinate as a team. One of our favorites at first was Blueprint Mode, which you can enter at any time to see the full map. If one of us got separated or cornered, whoever was in Blueprint Mode could see what they saw and start calling out enemy positions or pinging a route to safety that the other person could see. Then around mission 5 or 6, things leveled up again when we unlocked data points. These let you enter a level's mainframe, turning one of us into the ultimate guy in the chair experience. One player would stay in the mainframe, hacking cameras, opening doors, turning off security systems, while the other one snuck their way through the building. It completely opens up how you see each level. We really love this part of it. You stop treating it like a linear obstacle course and start seeing it as a canvas, something you can approach in whatever way makes the most sense for your loadout, your playstyle, your squad setup. Later levels really lean into this too, with multiple paths and tons of options. We found ourselves regularly planning routes, thinking through how our gear might help, and timing our abilities to get that perfect execution. You can even swap characters at checkpoints if another ability would suit the situation better, though we didn't find ourselves doing that too often during our run. Point is, the game might seem simple at first, but it gradually opens up in a way we really appreciated from a co-op perspective. It's not overall a perfect experience, but they did nail the teamwork, and that's the most important part. Of course, that still leaves the stuff they didn't nail, so let's wrap up with that and a few final thoughts.
So there's 2 row
Ooh,
packs.
I'm glad I bought that crossbow. That was close.
Okay, I'm following you up.
Okay.
Oh my god, this row
See, this
pack.
is where it's just like, I love this game. This is so much fun.
Yeah, it is so much fun. Alright, I opened that
Like
door.
knowing when to grab items and when to hack and when to use. It's just like it really does come together.
Yeah. Okay, no row packs in my area,
Ooh,
so
baby, dude, this
Yep.
is tight.
Yep.
Holy crap.
that's crazy, dude.
Let me help recalibrate the review as we wrap things up. I think the co-op in Monaco 2 is great, but as an overall package, it's solid, not spectacular. A classic 7 or 8 out of 10, would recommend, but it's definitely not pushing above that score, and there are a few reasons why. For one, it's a pretty bare bones package. It's clear the focus was on the gameplay, not the bells and whistles around it. Like I mentioned earlier, there are stagnant cutscenes between missions with some voice acting, and it's all good, I guess, but it's mostly just there to string everything together. There is progression and replayability, but we didn't totally love how it's handled. For example, you have to earn a silver rating before you can unlock the roguelike element that changes a level's layout. That usually means replaying the same mission right away, since it's tough to hit silver on your first run. I wish they just let you swap layouts after one completion. There's just not much reason to lock it behind a score threshold. Then there are the diamonds you earn for upgrades, which also just feel a little off. You can earn as many as you want on each level, which means you could theoretically grind the first tutorial mission over and over to max out your upgrades. Personally, I think it would have been cleaner to tie diamond rewards to performance, like one for coins, one for time, one for overall score, and one for just completing the mission. I'm spitballing here, I'm not a developer, I get that, but the current system just feels a bit unrefined. And while some of the character upgrades feel super useful, others just not so much. They're earned in a linear path that doesn't always feel like you're going from okay to good to great. There's usually one clear standout, and once we got that one, if it was like the first upgrade, there wasn't much incentive to keep upgrading that character. That's where the experience dipped a bit for us. We love when progression systems keep us hooked, and that just wasn't really the case here. Instead, it's all about chasing higher scores, which is awesome if that's your thing, it's just not really ours. All that to say, if Monaco 2's premise and gameplay loop catch your eye, then yeah, you should definitely check it out, especially if you and your friends love climbing leaderboards. But even if you don't, the 16 missions on offer here give you more than enough to sink your teeth into, and then move on just like we did. The co-op is the star here. We had fun, and we think you probably will too. Monaco 2 understood the assignment and got the job done. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If we helped you figure out whether Monaco 2 is right for you and your best friend, it'd mean a ton if you gave the video a like, and maybe consider subscribing for more co-op reviews. April's packed with awesome indies, and we're excited to keep covering them. If you want to help us on that journey, check out our Patreon. Tons of benefits, but most importantly, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you're helping two guys cover co-op games for the entire internet. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Which feels like a quote from something. I don't really know where I got that from. It just felt right in the moment. But enough blabbering from me. I'm going to sign off. Catch you all in the next episode of the Co-op Bros.